Welcome back to the Great Blue Sky. We're still on QF3, and this time we're doing the Auckland to New York JFK leg. Just time for a little bit of plane spotting in Auckland. Haven't seen an Air Tahiti Nui plane before, so that was a nice one to catch. Boarding was pretty quick. Certainly wasn't a full flight. Lots of space up the back of the plane where we were, which was nice.
Hi. Hello. I'm going to get you to cross over and turn to the right here.
Thank you very much.
Yes, that's the one.
Hello, welcome on board. Cross over, turn to the right.
Now, am I going left or am I going right? Yes, I'm going right. Always going right. That sounds like a lot of effort. My bag must have been heavy. Anyway, here's the seat. Looks better than it did on the last flight, even though it's the same seat. Maybe that's because of the pillow and the blanket and so on. Anyway, let's have a look at what they've given us to help us make it through the night. Not sure I like the look of that fellow. What I do like is being able to adjust the vents for myself. Yes, look at that. Well done, 787. Being a long flight and an overnight flight, they give this little Amenity kit. It's just a toothbrush, earplugs, and a little shade for your eyes. Appreciated, but to be honest, I didn't use any of it. What's going on outside? Airport stuff. Makes sense. And now we're pushing back to make our way to the runway.
By inserting the clasp into the buckle and tighten by pulling the strap. If your seat is fitted with a sash belt, ensure it's in place for takeoff and landing. You can undo your seatbelt by pressing the button or lifting the flap.
We've turned onto the runway. We're just about ready to go into the Great Blue Sky. that's where we just took off from. I hope we're not just going around in circles. Unless they're very big circles, then it would be okay.
The seatbelt sign is now switched off. However, we do recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated. For your safety, we don't allow anyone, including children, to sit or play on the floor. Thanks again for flying with us today.
"14 hours, 54 minutes to New York." I may have to edit some of this out. Nice little pack of snacks here. Soy crisps, almonds, pretzel, all very good. The almond was the winner, I think. All went down nicely with the Coke Zero. And now presenting the toilet tour. Pretty clean. Still early on in the flight. Looks new in here. Certainly newer than the seat. Oh, no smoking. Oh well, never mind. Coat hanger, vents, and the snazzy lights. How's them apples? But I know what you're all here for. We're all here for the flush. So here we go. And there we have it. Not quite the otherworldly howl I remember from older aircraft, but still it does the job. Well, I hope it does. And then the evening meal service rolled around. Qantas has increased the size of their tray somewhat, so they don't have to balance the roll on the top anymore. Now this is quite a nice meal. It was lamb and nice mashed potatoes, salad. I'm in two minds about these rolls which have the bread sort of infused into them. I'd like to be able to butter my own rolls, but I guess it makes it easy for the staff and the catering. And a nice ice cream to finish off with. And there's a lovely after-dinner sunset with this great view of the horizontal stabilizer. Not every day you see that. Not even every day that you're on a plane you see that. Something Qantas does do very well is hot chocolates, and tonight was no exception. There was a snack bar by the rear galley, which was just behind our seats. Very handy. A pilot I know says that snacks are a really important part of aviation. So it was very reassuring knowing that they were there. Breakfast was pretty awful, really. It's maybe the worst meal I've ever had on a plane. Look at those hash browns. Not exactly golden. And the eggs were rubbery and tasteless. Sausage, no flavour. Not even the beans. It was just awful overall. Sad to say. After breakfast, I noticed this kind of faint gaseous effect out the window. You see it there? At first I assumed this was being caused by the eggs that they'd served for breakfast. But then I realized, no, you fool! This is a contrail! This is an actual contrail, close up. I saw it for quite a while. The size and the position made it clear that it was coming from the engine and not from a sort of outlet pipe on the wing. Just saying. This was our flight path into New York. Now I know why they called it Long Beach and not Wide Beach. Just like a car, a plane can go up and down, as well as left and right. But unlike a car, a plane doesn't use hills to tell it when to go up and down. So how does the pilot know when to make the plane go up and when to make the plane go down? Well, wonder no more. They observe the size of the shadow. When they see the shadow getting larger, they know they need to go down. When they see the shadow getting smaller, they know they need to go up. Watch carefully, and you can see that illustrated beautifully as we make our way into New York. You can imagine yourself with your hand on the yoke, pressing forwards to go down as you watch the size of the shadow change. Enjoy!
welcome to New York. The current time is 2:28 p.m. on Sunday the 16th of November. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is off. Take care when opening the overhead lockers, as bags may have moved and could fall out. Before leaving, check your seat and your seat pocket for any personal items. Smoking, vaping, and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted whilst disembarking or throughout the terminal. On behalf of Qantas and Oneworld, thank you for choosing to fly with us. If you are visiting New York, we hope you enjoy your stay. And of course, to those returning, welcome home.
Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross checks.
And just like that, we arrived in New York, where we saw Sammy the Squirrel in Central Park, some pumpkins on some stairs, and the Rockettes at Radio City Music Hall, amongst other things. But that is all for now, until we meet again, somewhere out there in the great blue sky.